Hello, my name is Anna Marie Montemayor, and today is February 27, 2011. I'm doing a interview on my grandfather, Cruz Montemayor, to get a understanding of where my family originates from. In my generation, we never understood how our ancestors and family members migrated here to the United States, and today is a brief interview on how and why they migrated to the United States. My grandfather's journey, then and now. So this is my grandfather, Cruz Montemayor. When he was born, but how he was the only one born here in the United States.
Okay. Y en su explicación, suelo, diga, ¿cómo nació usted? ¿Cómo llegaron su familia a venir a los Estados Unidos ¿cómo se llama? No. Elgin. Llegaron a Elgin. ¿Por qué vinieron a Elgin? Que usted nació aquí, que era el único que nació aquí. Y luego, ¿cómo se fueron ¿por qué se fueron para atrás?
So even though he was born here, he was only born here, but they went back to Mexico.
Again.
At 1 year.
Again.
1 year. And then at 19, he came.
A year old.
At 19, he returned to the United States.
1942.
Work was slow in Mexico. At 19, he decided to
Aquí
come
también
back to
estaba,
Texas.
era
where
una
he was born.
crisis. Era una crisis. De aquí es todo el mundo. Era una crisis. Aquí tampoco no había
It was
trabajo. La gente estaba yendo por
it
México.
was during the Depression.
La gente estaba yendo, los dejaban que se llevaban todo lo que tenían. Se llevaban caballos,
It
mulas,
was bad here, it
vacas
was
y
bad
todo.
in Mexico.
Now, was Texas his first choice to come back because he
Yes.
was born here, or
Yes.
there were no other states anywhere he
You
could
have
go?
to remember that he had family here.
That was the only place he had ties in.
Okay, so he
He
came
had
to
ties
Texas as a
and,
family.
He didn't do a full term.
So when he was 20, he came, he got enlisted into the
he got
military,
drafted.
Army, Navy, the
41
Army.
comenzó.
As a Mexican-American, what were their qualifications in order to get work, be drafted? Can you ask him that?
Well, when he came to across the border back to his birth state, he just told me that he had to register with the government.
At the draft board.
The draft.
So once he finished the Army, he came to work.
He came to Houston.
So then he started working in the bricks.
The manufacture of bricks. In fact, they still do it today in Elgin, Texas. And his brother spent almost 55 years working the same plant.
So he didn't like the pay. They paid him
He
less.
liked the work and the pay.
Poor pay and heavy labor.
So apparently they invited him to Houston to work at a chemical plant.
Oh, that's how he came to
Where they
Houston.
make, by invitation,
Okay.
and they make fertilizers. The plant where he worked is located on the east side of Houston, what they call Magnolia.
45 centavos la hora.
He
40
started
cents an hour.
making 40 cents an hour.
45 cents.
an hour.
Yo fui para California.
Doing
Cuando fui para California, me pagaba 50 centavos.
Ooh.
Would he consider himself lower, middle, upper, or was it just lower?
Lower.
Okay, so he was lower. Okay.
He was unskilled labor. Houston was real different then. Real different.
Well,
from
that was my next question. From his era to now, I mean, what is so different back then? Well, I mean, obviously, economically, it was a lot cheaper then to live versus now, but were there anything, any opportunities that he passed up because he didn't have any money or he didn't know any better? That
Well,
maybe.
being unskilled labor, you know, you have to settle for whatever there was. And a friend of his suggested to go to work for this company. Fertilizer. ¿Cuántos años tuviste con ellos?
30 años.
30?
33 años.
Well, he stayed there for 30 years. It was very dangerous work, very dirty work,
Ese cruce era muy sequio.
long hours, and little pay.
Mucha gente no lograba.
But you know what? He raised 4 children. He bought his own house. Pero como estaba antes y como está ahora, ¿qué es la gran diferencia a lo como estaba antes y ahora?
For our heritage.
La gente, el mexicano, ¿qué es la?
Era mejor antes porque la gente es muy amistosa y ahora muy rebelde la gente.
You know, back then, years ago, it was primarily Mexican people.
Good people, everybody. Buenos días, buenas tardes, bueno, todos andan jodidos. Pues estaban en puestos que tenían dinero, ahora están jodidos, trabajaban, no trabajan, andan haciendo su cara.
Donde vivían. They lived in certain
There
areas
used to be
only.
pockets of Hispanic communities, neighborhoods.
Este barrio lo hicieron como en
And
el
that's the only
70,
place where they were, but
71 lo hicieron esas casas.
in pockets. It's not like today,
Today,
Yo pasaba por aquí,
they
ya por
where
el
they've
monte.
assimilated into all
Aquí
the
ya
suburbs
estaba
and
bacán, yo pasaba para Hombo,
outlying little
ranchito.
towns, Katy and Friendswood
Está
and
como,
Kingwoods.
Does he think it's bad for my generation? Like, I don't speak good Spanish. Like, does he look down on that?
¿Y qué es tu opinión de los hispanos que no hablan inglés, español? ¿Crees que es bueno o malo?
está bien, hay muchos que no hablan.
It's okay. It's all right.
Allá los que...
The family came to Texas because the work was better here versus
Well,
Mexico, or
my grandfather would find work in different parts of the United States, but primarily around the Elgin area, would find work.
so is that why Texas was their first choice? Because they
It was close.
It was
It
close.
was close, right? I mean, we're only about maybe 6 hours from the border, and then if you get another, they were less than 8 hours from their home in Mexico, so it wasn't that far.
So in my conclusion, I have learned the importance of family, the importance of how our heritage migrated here to the United States. Primarily was because of family and providing a stable environment. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. My name is Hannah Marie Montemayor, and I thank my father, Joe Montemayor, for participating and translating, and my grandfather, Cruz Montemayor, for allowing and being patient to conduct this interview. Thank you.